All right, guys, this is a text breakdown. This is going to be a very good conversation that I had. Show you a lot of good things in here. And the new opener that I like to use, some form of this works really good. And I say, hey there, how's it going? Staying out of trouble. So now this automatically makes it playful. So automatically, it's like, are you staying out of trouble? There is an opener that some people use that say, hey trouble, but I like the, are you staying out of trouble? Because it always gets the girl to be like, no, I'm always a troublemaker. I'm always causing trouble. And it makes a playful vibe right away. So it's good. She says, I was until I made this at 2 a.m. And you, and I like to say, she says, I was until I made this at 2 a.m. and you, and I say, oh, and you matched with me. Hopefully I'm not too much of a bad influence. So I like doing that because now it's setting me as sort of disqualifying myself, being like, I don't want to be too much of a bad influence on you. So it makes it more playful. Again, she says, I'm sure I'm worse than you, but if that happens to not be the case, consider it a welcome change. And I say, if you're standing 3 feet from counters and walking down the aisles the wrong way, then I may be in love. So here, being playful again, sort of taking it to the sort of extreme about, oh, I may be in love if you're being bad, being naughty, and that can be playful too. She says, can neither confirm nor deny that I do these things. Can't recall. Too long since I've left the house. And I say, gee, sounds like you need to be rescued. So again, two things I like. I like the hopefully I'm not a bad influence on you. I like that one. And I also like the sounds like you need to be rescued. So I've been saying that a lot. It works good. If she says I'm really bored at work or bored at home or whatever, I say it sounds like you need to be rescued. Or someone needs to come check on you, preferably a handsome guy from a dating app with some EMT training. Says, you have EMT training? She says, yes, that could do. And I say, yes, I specialize in sore shoulders, tense neck muscles. You just have to let me know if you have any issues with that, and I'll turn on the sirens and head there. She says, as a matter of fact, I'm quite tight. And I say, well, I'll have to do some exploring of your body then. I'll need to search for all your tight areas so you just relax and we'll fix this. And she says, haha, trouble has found its way into my inbox. And then sometimes when they say this, when they're like, oh, it's found your way into my inbox, and then it's good to sort of turn around and you blame them from turning you on or kind of causing this. So I say, I'm blaming on your first picture. She says, I'm blaming on your third. And she says the V-cuts. And I'll make another video on how to get good pictures for online, Tinder, Instagram. Not Instagram, Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, and Instagram too if you want. But so I have a picture, just an ab picture, and I say, So she says, blaming on the third, the V-cuts, and I say, so what are we going to do about this? Or what are you going to do with all this chemistry and sexual tension between us? So I like to say that too, to see where they are, to see what they're thinking. And instead of just the guy or me always try to chasing them, you kind of let them play along with it too. And she says, hopefully wine, some making out, getting to know you, followed by heavy petting. She said, if I had my way. And I say, do you get your way often? So instead of being like overly eager, like, yes, let's do this. Okay, all right, let's go. Sometimes you're tempted to do that. I say, instead of going all in, I just play it cool and say, do you get your way often? She says, mostly. Get your way often? She says, mostly. And then I say, then I expect to see you very soon for some wine and deep conversation. We can exchange numbers and come with a plan. She says, I'd like that. So here, I'll try to be playful, flirty, back and forth, and then get the number. So after I get her number, you're free when? She says, basically, always because quarantine. And I say, all right, so you're free tonight around 8:30 or 9. She says, yeah, I guess I am. Wasn't expecting that. So she wasn't expecting to match and have the flirty conversation and for someone to lead the interaction, make it playful and lead and get her wanting to meet up. So she says, I wasn't expecting that. And I said, well, that's what happens when you look at me like that in the white dress with a glass of wine. So I'm referring to her first picture again, like she's kind of turning me on. It's like her fault. She's wearing that white dress with a glass of wine, looking at me, and sort of like teasing about that, and just making it between us more playful. Instead of just asking questions, going back and forth, it's kind of being a little bit more flirty and playful by accusing her of seducing me. So she says, white dress on brown skin, definitely a mood booster. And she says, where do you live? I say, I like that. Is that what you're wearing tonight? Again, just assuming the date's happening. And I say where I live. And then she says, oh, damn, so far. And I say, don't worry, I have solutions. I like to hear them. If you can't come here, I'll go there. We'll find a nice middle spot. And then she says, I don't think anything's open as far as middle spots, but you're welcome to come here because moving my car would be a nightmare. But the only entry fee is champagne or dry red. And then I say, perfect. What's your address? I'll come by later after I do a run. So here I'm just saying, like, I'm going to do a run. Hey, perfect. What's your address? I'll come by after I do a run. She says, where I live. Check in with me after your run for the exact address. And I say, I'm going to run, get wine, and I'll call you for details. And then she says, anything, blah, 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 is a safe bet. And I say, okay, I got you. Okay. So that's just a really good interaction, really good breakdown of leading, being fun, being playful, being interesting, not being overly eager, overly needy. And it's just a good example of how to text and how to read the situation to see what she's up for, see what she's down, see if she plays along with your frame, to see if you start getting a little bit more sexual and playful, and if she goes along with it. So that was a very good interaction. If you have any questions about that, leave a comment down below. You can follow me on Instagram, Art of Alpha Coaching. Any questions or anything like that, definitely let me know. And I'll have more videos coming out every week, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Questions that you have. And check the link down below. I'm going to have a free course or a free PDF. Either it's going to be about how to get the best photos to get more matches, or I'm going to do my top 5 conversation starters for dating apps. So check the links down below, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.